Hey everyone, Jack with the DroneDJ. I've got my Osmo Pocket. That's actually what I'm recording this video on. I wanted to show you a few things about it, and you know what? I put it on a drone. So let's see what that looks like, and we'll find out a little bit more about this Osmo Pocket. Okay, so I really do like this Pocket. It is super handy, nice and small. I can take it with me. I can throw it on a drone if I so choose. It has some nice features. I really like the pano. The built-in screen is nice. The angling up and down of the gimbal with a touchscreen works a lot better than I would have expected. There are a few drawbacks to this. I'm not a big fan of how it clips on your smartphone. You have to kind of trust that it's going to stay in your phone with that USB or Lightning jack. That's a little goofy, but it seems to be working. I've also had some issues with the autofocus kind of going in and out when I'm recording a video like this. I'm using the microphone on the Osmo Pocket right now. It says it should be good to about a meter. That's about 3 feet. I'm definitely a little bit closer to the camera than that. Now, the automatic tracking feature does a pretty nice job. Now, you can't move really fast or it will, of course, lose the object that you're tracking. This is the drone that I chose to put on the Osmo Pocket. It's the JJPRO Epik X5, also known as the Bugs 5W. It's a GPS drone. I'm not putting the Pocket on something that isn't GPS. You can see I've got it tracking here. So it does a pretty decent job. We'll follow that object. So I did put the Osmo Pocket on this drone, and the reason I chose this drone is because it is a GPS drone. It's an inexpensive GPS drone, and it also has some dampening, right? Some people have tried to put the Osmo on a drone, just strap it on the top or the bottom. That's a terrible idea. You need something with some dampeners. Otherwise, you're absolutely going to get jello. Now, these are really small dampeners. I'd probably add a little bit more foam if I was to do it again, but it did do a decent job.
All right, enough talking. Let's get this thing in the air. All right, so we're going to start with some video from the drone and some video of the drone, both at the same time, so you can kind of see how well it does stabilizing the drone video in flight. And then we're going to fly it around the park here. Sorry, it's kind of a crummy, strange warm winter day here outside of Chicago, so we don't have a whole lot of bright colors. But you can see the Osmo Pocket is doing a pretty decent job on this drone. As we get it up into the air, you can see it does a nice job. We're shooting in 1080p, 30 frames a second right now. There will be a little bit of jello from time to time. Like I said, if I had a slightly better isolation mount, I'd probably take care of that, or maybe a little bit of foam in between the mount and the Pocket itself would be helpful. There's some serious jello right there, but not sure why. Now, I could have done a better job of balancing the props on this drone. It is kind of an inexpensive sub $200 GPS drone. You know, if you have a Spark or a Mavic, you don't need to put the Pocket on it, right? So we're trying to think of maybe a low-cost option. You have the Pocket, you have the drone, you slap them together. This is basically what you're going to get. Yes, it's better than really anything under $200 in terms of the drone market, but decent video. Enjoy.
The Osmo Pocket is a pretty darn good camera. It's probably more comparable to the Mavic Air, or maybe even the Mavic Pro or Mavic 2. It's definitely better than the Spark. And there are probably a few circumstances where it might be a decent idea. Now, I just use zip ties and some double-sided sticky tape, and it was super secure. I'd probably add a little bit more foam, so a bit more dampening if I was to do it in the future. But you know what? I've got a Mavic 2 Zoom. I've got a Mavic 2 Pro. I'm really just going to fly with those. So, should you pick up an Osmo Pocket and throw it on a drone? Well, that really is up to you. Probably not something I would recommend. I'd just go out and buy a Mavic Air, Mavic 2, Mavic Pro. Even the original is pretty darn good. It's going to get you that footage that you want without any of that little bit of jello. Yes, you could add better dampeners and probably take care of that. But hey, buy a drone with a gimbal. They already exist. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure you check us out on DroneDJ.com.